So a very warm welcome to everyone. I am Ashish Pandey. I am a PhD scholar under Professor Lakshman Rao. And good evening, good morning, and good afternoon to all of you from the place. You are joining us from different places. We are with us with Professor Jamal Basran from USA and different part of the country. We have participants today. So we are welcoming you on behalf of Department of Applied Mechanics, IIT Madras, and the Indian Society for Applied Mechanics. And we are all here gathered today for the function of inauguration of a short-term course, AICTE approved short-term course on recent advances in modeling of inelastic response and integrity assessment of metals. So before we start this proceedings of today's function, I'll ask Mr. Saurabh to sing the invocation prayer, and then we will proceed. Mr. Saurabh, you can unmute.
शुभं करोति कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदा शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योति नमोऽस्तुते या कुन्देन्दुतुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणा वरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युत शङ्कर प्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मा पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा शुक्लां ब्रह्मविचारसार परमा आद्यां जगद्व्यापिनीम् वीणा पुस्तकधारिणीम् अभयदाम् जाड्यान्धकारापहाम् हस्ते स्फाटिकमालिका विदधति पद्मासने संस्थिता वन्दे तां परमेश्वरी भगवती बुद्धिप्रदां शारदाम्. Thank you.
Thank you, Saurabh, for the prayer. Now I will request Professor Lakshman Rao to give the welcome address to all the dignitaries and participants.
Good evening and good morning to all of you. A very warm welcome to all the participants of the short-term course on recent advances in inelastic deformation of metals. I just want to use this occasion to give you some background of how we came about with this idea. For the last 4.5 years, Professor Jamal and myself, along with Naushad, have been exploring deformation of metals, primarily with regard to high-stranded behavior of certain metals. And here Naushad has just completed submitting his thesis on this aspect, and then he is we are in the process of just taking our own research directions in future. So in the tradition, in the Indian tradition, they have a term called Simhavalokanam. Simhavalokanam means Simhavat Alokanam. They believe that the lion, when it is trying to take its prey, first will look around and see what is going on before it just pounces on its prey and so on. And that's why this term called Simhavalokanam. So especially when you do a deep study on one subject and then came to some reasonable conclusion on that aspect, it is good to just step back and look at a broader perspective of what we have been doing over the past few years and so on. And that is this is a good occasion to do that. And in fact, we wanted to do that in live when Professor Chamal was supposed to come here as a Fulbright specialist in January. And along with that, around that time, this announcement for short-term courses of AICT also came, and we thought that we can combine the two to have an online offline combination of lectures on what is going on in the field of nonlinear modeling of nonlinear response of metals. So unfortunately, because of Omicron, which came early in USA and is now slowly picking up in India, the program got postponed, perhaps to be in June. Nevertheless, the AICT course got approved, and we thought that we will not lose the opportunity to interact with people, to think aloud of what is going on the various aspects of modeling of metals, what is going on over the past few years, and perhaps have a probe into what can go on in future. So that is how we put together this course. Some 8 lectures are given by Professor Chamal himself. They will be during the 8 to 9 slot every day. And then there are about 8 specialists in India who are giving the different aspect, talking on different aspects of inelastic deformation of metals. And we also have a very interesting online webinar on 19th, where some international experts also participate to say something on this topic. So we also have, short presentations by those who want to get feedback from any of the experts here, and we have made some slots for that also. So altogether, I think it is going to be a very exciting evening engagement by all of you, by all of us, in fact, and therefore I hope this will be an opportunity for those who are pursuing research to get some insights into what directions research should take related to this topic, and also learn from each other in this whole process. So once again, I welcome all the participants, and I hope we all have a very good time in the next few days. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Now, after Professor Lakshman Rao's speech, I will just brief about the participants for AICT short-term course as well as the ISEM workshop. So, what we tried to do initially was, as Professor suggested, the AICT, on this topic, we have asked the participation from the faculties from all around India and who are interested in this field of inelastic modeling, inelastic response and integrity assessment of the metals. And parallelly, for the students who are in their PhDs and their masters, we have asked them also to participate in that. So I'm very gladly announcing that we have around 39 participants in AICT format, through which all the assistant professors, associate professors, and professors from the private colleges and NITs in India have joined. We welcome you all. And secondly, in the student area, from the ISEM format, we have got around 26 registrations, in which we have the students who are pursuing MS and PhD in solid mechanics area, and those who are interested. And as Professor suggested, that we will be having every day. So the brief schedule of the program is we will start our lectures at 5 o'clock every evening, starting from today. So 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th. Then we have a small break for Pongal or Makar Sankranti here in India. So we will be joining again back on 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th. So we have 8 days of 8 days of worth of program here, and every day we will be having 3 hours of lectures. First hour will be generally student participation, or the participation of the participants from the teacher side or as well as the scholar side. So if they want to present something or some tutorials or something will be given in the first session. The second session will be the guest speakers from all around India and world. And so we have each day, so the schedule is already shared with you. So we have East Day dignitaries in the field of solid mechanics and specifically in the field of damage mechanics and all. We will have the people talking to you, and in the third session will be given by the entire session will be given by Professor Chamal Basran on the topic. So that is the brief summary of the program what we are going to do now. And also we were not able to ask the faculties of private colleges to participate directly. So we already asked the students to present their research if interested. So I also want to request all the faculties who have joined through AICTE mode. I request them, if they are interested, we will be circulating a form after this meeting. You please fill your desire of presenting in the seminar. So we have all the dignitaries present here. They can comment on your research. You can tell about what you are doing in the field, in this particular field. With that, this is the basic summary. Now I would like to invite Professor Ramakrishnan to talk on behalf of Department of Applied Mechanics. Professor.
Thank you, one and all. Thank you, Ashish. So let me first join Lakshman Rao in inviting all of you on behalf of my head of the department, Professor Shivkumar, who is on another duty now. So it's my pleasure to join this inauguration part of this workshop, this thing. And as many of you are from other places, to brief, this applied mechanics department main focuses are solid mechanics, fluid mechanics, and biomedical engineering, essentially biomechanics, majority of research areas. So if you look at, we have near 30 faculty members, many of them are very young. And at any given time, we have 250 research scholars in the department. Primarily, we cater to the masters. We have a master's program, 3 master's program, and research is our main focus. And almost our faculty members are working on almost in all areas of advanced research in the mechanics, mechanics, I would say. I'm sure this would be a good, probably the Lakshman Rao would give us a feel of what we are all doing it in the due course of the course and other things. So I'm very happy on behalf of the head of the department. I would like to thank Lakshman Rao here because organizing such a conference, workshop at this time is time consuming. It's of, we have to have, you can do so many things. People would prefer not to do this because, it takes a lot of time and organization, other things. I know he's a good, very good teacher, and his undergraduate program book on engineering mechanics is extremely popular among students, and he always loves to work with his students, spend time with his students. I'm sure that would have organized very well. And also would like to thank all in advance all the speakers who are agreed to participate in this conference. I also I see that despite that we have good participants. The program is also well drafted, and ISAM and ANSA are also involved. So I am very happy, and again on behalf of the department, I welcome all of you and make use of this. And you can also feel free to write to our head of the department, AIM head at iitm.ac.in, if you want to have any further information about our department, our activities and other things. I wish you all a good interaction, and thank you all. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, sir. Thanks a lot for your kind words. We are also joined with the President of Indian Society of Applied Mechanics and Joint Secretary for the ISAM. I will request Professor Puneet Mahajan sir to say a few words before we start the workshops.
Thanks very much, Ashish. And thanks also Professor Ramakrishnan and Professor Lakshman Rao before that. So I just take this opportunity to welcome all the participants on behalf of Indian Society of Applied Mechanics. And of course, the major thank goes to Applied Mechanics Department at IIT for having organized this workshop, and also to AICTE for having funded it. So ISAM, I'll just give you a very brief introduction to ISAM. So ISAM is Indian Society of Applied Mechanics. It has been in existence for almost, I think, 5-6 years, almost 6 years now. And the idea for this society is to popularize mechanics amongst people, and provide a forum for people to discuss mechanics and learn from our peers and leading experts about this topic. And as all of you know, that mechanics is needed in almost any area of research which you go. Today, mechanics is needed. So ISAM provides a forum where you can learn more about it. So since its existence, ISAM has organized a number of conferences. And last year, we were also planning to organize, and also student conferences. Last year also, we were planning to have a student conference. And then because of COVID, we had to postpone it. So, but we have had a number of virtual conferences. In absence of a physical conference, we have had a number of virtual conferences or virtual meetings where students have presented their papers, and these papers have been published either by Springer Nature or a journal or another journal which is taken out by, I think, Structural Mechanics Society in Chennai. So, in the past, we have also had workshops on impact mechanics. We have had a teaching workshop on engineering mechanics also. And I think Professor Lakshman Rao is very active in these things. I sincerely hope the participants will gain much from this particular workshop, which is on inelastic, just a sec, on this particular workshop, which is on recent advances in modeling of inelastic response and integrity assessment of metals. So as Professor Rao already told, that for last 4.5 years, he's been one of his PhD students has been working on this topic. Of course, many of you have been working much more on this inelastic response of metals, etc. So I just wish you all a very best and hope that you gain a lot from this workshop and get an opportunity to interact. One is, of course, you learn from the lectures, but you also learn a lot from interacting with the various experts who are there. So with these words, I wish you once again all the best and a good conference, a good workshop. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your kind words. I would also like to invite Professor Upadhyay, sir, to give his few words also.
Thank you, Ashish. Good evening to all. Just to add few things in the work of ISAM, just I wish to tell that the Bachelor of Technology program in Engineering and Computational Mechanics started last year at IIT Delhi under the guidance of Mahajan sir himself, and now it is supposed to start in next session at NIT Jamshedpur and hopefully at NIT Allahabad also. So this is one of major work which this particular society ISAM has done for the service of this mechanics. And I hope on behalf of this ISAM, I hope that all the participants will enjoy the learning at this workshop, and best wishes to all of them. Thank you. Thank you once again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Now I will request Professor Chamal Basran to give the inaugural address for today's session.
Thank you very much. I am Jamal Basran. I'm a professor at the University at Buffalo, which is part of the State University of New York. I would like to thank Professor Rao and Ashish Pandey and Nishad bin Jamal for organizing this workshop. I will be giving the evening classes. I hope you enjoy them. I want this workshop to be a good experience for you and hopefully start a good research collaboration among us. So our relationship hopefully does not end at the end of this workshop. And I don't want to have dry and boring lectures. So please speak, ask questions as often as you can with any ideas you have. So I am here to learn from you. I am not here to teach, and this will be a learning experience for myself. And it is 6 o'clock here in the morning, so this is why I am in my home, but I will be going to my office now, and hopefully see you at 9:30 my time. Bye bye now.
Thank you very much, sir. As Professor said, we want to make this session more interactive rather than one-sided. So now I will ask our participants to kindly unmute their screen, unmute themselves and show their faces, and let's have a brief introduction who they are. And let me start first. My name is Ashish Pandey, as I told you earlier, and I'm a PhD scholar under Professor Lakshman Rao. And I am working on currently the area of sports impact mechanics. And I am also joining this course because I wanted to learn about the material modeling part and how this works. So this was about me, and I would like to ask people to show their faces and please briefly about 30 seconds or so they can talk about themselves.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Mahendra. I'm currently a faculty at NIT Rourkela. I want to thank all of you. I want to thank the organizers for organizing this workshop. I work mainly in the fracture area. I have been working in composite fracture and metal aluminum fracture since October 2017. I have published 2 papers in engineering fracture mechanics in the past during this process. I hope to learn more about the fracture in metals, and I thank you.
Thank you very much. Now, Maria Sajan.
Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Good evening. Myself, Anna Maria Shajan. I'm a research scholar at Birla Institute of Technology and Science, Hyderabad campus. I'm working under Dr. Raghu Piska sir, and I have just started my work by 2021. That's all. And I'm interested in phase field model for fracture. Doing work in phase field model for fracture. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you. Then Akib Anis.
Hello.
Yes.
My name is Akib Anis. I am a PhD scholar in the lab of Professor Lakshman Rao. I am going to work on scientific investigation of mechanics and biosignals that is generated due to fluid impacts on human forehead due to in the Sherodhara treatment. I am a PhD student in the Department of Applied Mechanics at IIT Madras.
Thank you, Akib. Avinash Mohan.
Hello, I'm audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay, so good evening, everyone. My name is Avinash. I'm working in additive manufacturing field, and I'm doing PhD in IITM under Jayagandhan sir in Engineering Design Department. So that's all.
Okay. Thank you very much. Beena John.
Good evening, all. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah, I'm Beena, and I completed my PhD from Surat in 2008 in coastal structures, and now I am actually working as assistant professor in Cochin University, CUSAT. And now we are actually interested in, and we are doing some work on vibration isolation and some of the vibration isolation of multi-layer blocks and ships. And then we are also interested in finite element analysis of offshore structures. So I hope that this will be the sessions on materials will be very useful for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you. Brahmadattan.
Good evening to all. My name is Brahmadattan VB, a research scholar from Applied Mechanics Department, IITM. I am working under Professor C. Lakshman Rao, and I am working on high strain rate behavior of ceramic material. So I think this workshop will be beneficial for all of us. And thank you.
Thank you, Brahma. C. Ramesh Kumar. Okay. Dr. A.K. Singh.
Hello, I am good evening, everybody. I am Dr. Arun Kumar Singh, a faculty member at VNIT Nagpur. I am assistant professor here. I have done my PhD from IIT Bombay, postdoctoral research from Lehigh University, USA, again at IIT Bombay. before joining here. I work in interdisciplinary area of mechanics, especially in the rock mechanics and metals and polymers. I'm still working with professors at IIT Bombay and US University in how the friction, basically, which is a special case of a fracture process, can be unifying in certain minimum number of parameters. But the motivation for joining this interesting short-term course is how the fracture mechanics can be used to predict the life of mechanical components of aircrafts or real engineering structures. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Dr. Vikas Raut.
Good evening, everybody. I am Dr. Vikas Rao from Vellore Institute of Technology. I am Assistant Professor Senior here, and my research area is gear design and tribology. So basically here I want to gain some knowledge on material modeling and those things, so that in future I can apply it for fatigue failure analysis. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Dr. Keyur Joshi.
Yes, so I'm Dr. Keyur Joshi. I am Associate Professor at VIT Vellore. And I'm a multidisciplinary researcher. So I have, by training, I'm a solid mechanics person. But a little bit towards my end of PhD and more in my postdoc, I switched to CFD and fluid structure interaction. I have as a user also, I worked in GE Aviation and I use, softwares like ANSYS. But, during postdoc, essentially, I developed softwares like that. I developed my own solid mechanics module. And so the modules have geometric nonlinearity capability. Now I'm interested in going for material nonlinearity. So that is one of my interest, material nonlinearity and how I can use that for, let's say, structural health monitoring or tissue modeling or things like that. So that's essentially my interest in this particular program.
Thank you, sir. Dr. H. Uma Maheshwari.
Good evening, one and all. Myself, Dr. Uma Maheshwari. I'm a professor in Srinivasa Institute of Technology and Management Studies. It's an engineering college in Chittoor, Andhra Pradesh. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Jemima.
Good evening, one and all present. My name is Jemima Chandra from Velamal Engineering College from Chennai. I am working as an assistant professor in Mechanical Engineering Department. Thank you.
Thank you. K. Ravi Prakash Babu.
Yeah, good evening, one and all. Myself, K. Ravi Prakash Babu. I completed my PhD from JNTU in the area of condition monitoring of turbine blades. So I want to extend my study for fracture in turbine blades. So I want to know better knowledge about that. Thank you.
K. Venkat Rao.
Good evening, sir. My name is K. Venkat Rao, working as assistant professor in the mechanical department, PVSP Siddhartha Institute of Technology, Vijayawada. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, Krishnendu Shivadas.
My name is Krishnendu Shivadas. I'm a PhD student from the Department of Civil Engineering, BITS Pilani, Hyderabad. And I work under Professor Chantu Parami sir and Dr. Raghu Piska sir. And my interest is in the fracture modeling and phase field modeling and also composite fracture mechanics. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so we'll move ahead. Mukesh, you can speak a little louder.
Yeah. This is Mukesh Kumar, a fifth-year student in IIT Ropar, working under the guidance of Dr. Dheeraj Kumar Mahajan. My work is based on design and failure analysis of Type 4 filament-wound composite pressure vessel for hydrogen storage for the 700 bar working pressure. And I am using finite element tools, users of proteins to implement phase field modeling to study failure on Type 4 composite polymer liner and metal interface, and that includes the material nullity and geometrical nullity. Thank you.
Thank you. Naushad.
Good evening to everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Loud and clear.
My name is Naushad bin Jamal. I was doing PhD under Professor Jamal Basra and Professor Lakshman Rao, and submitted my thesis in the last month. Now I joined as a postdoc equivalent fellow in the IIT Madras itself. So I think most of the works which will be discussed will be on high strain rate, fatigue, and modeling of inelastic response of metals and other materials. So part of it will be my work. I'll be happy to present that too. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Naushad. Prasanna Mondal.
Hello everyone, I am Prasanna Mondal. I am currently pursuing my AMS from IIT Madras. I am doing it in Engineering Design Department. And my guide is Professor Jayaganthan R. And I will be working on analyzing the dynamic load behaviors of auxiliary structure. Thank you.
Thank you. Kundan Singh.
Hello everyone, I am Kundan Singh. I am industrially sponsored PhD candidate at Department of Applied Mechanics under Professor Lakshman Rao, and I wish to explore the damage mechanics option for high strain rate failure modeling. Thank you.
Thank you. Raghu Piska.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Raghu Piska. I am a faculty at BITS Pilani Hyderabad campus. First of all, I would like to thank ISM for organizing this workshop. My areas of research are generalized continuum theories and phase field modeling of damage. Thank you.
Rajguru R.
Good evening, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
I am Rajaguru R, a research scholar in the Geotechnical Engineering Division of Department of Civil Engineering, IIT Madras. I am working on the topic time-dependent deformation in joint and rock and its application. I am working under the guidance of Dr. B.B. Maji. My interest will be of creep and subcritical crack propagation. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so I'll move ahead. Rishabh.
Hi, Ashish. Good evening, everyone. I am Rishabh and I am doing MS under Professor Lakshman Rao. My project is about understanding the physics behind the Shiro-Dara process, which is actually a solid fluid interaction problem. And I'm just really interested in learning about many things, and that is why I'm here to learn more about it. Thank you.
Thank you. Sarath Kumar Sahu.
Good evening to everyone. My name is Sarath Kumar Sahu. I am working as an assistant professor in Xavier College of Engineering, Hyderabad, Telangana. We are thankful for the management and for the coordinators for organizing this workshop. And I thank you all for participating in this. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Saurabh Mangal.
Good evening to all of you. My name is Saurabh Mangal and I am a scholar under Professor Lakshman Rao, and I will be working to calculate the life cycle calculation of the aerospace strength alloys under creep and the fatigue loading. So I am very much excited to learn more things about the modeling in this workshop. So thank you for.
Thank you, Saurabh. Siva Gangai.
Evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, this is Siva Gangai from Hindustan Institute of Technology and Science. I'm working as an assistant professor here. I just now started my PhD work on impact resistance and composite structures. I hope this session will help me to do all my work, and that also my work is on numerical analysis using LS Dyna. So hope this may help me to do all my work in the material. Thank you.
Okay, I'll move ahead. Tarun Babu.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Myself, Tarun Babu. I'm a PhD student from IIT Madras in the Department of Metallurgical and Materials Engineering, working with Professor Gandham Panikumar. I'm working on thermal sphere process like cold spring process where the particle impact is being the major objective. So I would like to actually I started some simulation using Abacus using basic Johnson Cook model for elastoplastic deformation. But I'm interested in to learn more accurate model than JC model, which include for ice standard deformation. So I'm expecting this outputs from the workshop. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so we'll move ahead. Rudra Mahesh.
Good evening. My name is Mahesh. I'm a mechanical engineering graduate. I'm seeking to pursue my master's from US, and for the time being, I'm working under the guidance of Dr. Vijay Bhaskar Narayanamurthy. And I recently published my paper in VSIM, and as of now, I'm working my work is on imperfection analysis, and that's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Vishwanath.
Hi everyone. This is Vishwanath, and I'm working in Manipal Institute of Technology, Manipal, Karnataka. So I did my PhD from IIT Delhi. Worked in the domain of biomechanics, and here also I'm continuing in this interdisciplinary domain. And I'm very happy to see my some of the professors under whom I have learned, like Professor Ashutosh Upadhyay sir from MNIT and Professor Puneet Mahajan sir. So I'm really happy, and also going through this entire content, I see that it's going to be very useful for me in future. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir. Yogeshwar Dasari.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Yogeshwar Dasari. I am MS student working with Professor Lakshman Rao sir, Department of Electrical Mechanics, IIT Madras. My research topic was scientific investigation of Shirodhara. Thank you.
Sudhamshu, please.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sudhamshu. I finished my PhD in with Professor C. Lakshmana Rao, and now I am working as a postdoctoral researcher in the same lab. My areas of interest are creep and fatigue, especially in nickel-based superalloys. And that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sudhamshu. If I miss someone, please you can unmute yourself and please introduce yourself.
Ashish, can you hear me, Ashish?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Lakshman Rao sir. I am a student of Lakshman Rao sir. I am working as an assistant professor in Cochin University of Science and Technology. My area of research is impact mechanics and finite element method. Hope to know a lot about others. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Good evening to all. This is Saravanan from Velamal Engineering College, Chennai. Actually, my research is on micromechanical analysis. Actually, I'm doing a project on composite materials for thermal applications. So fracture due to thermal stresses. That's what my research. So I hope I will be able to get some information about micromechanical analysis and finite element analysis. Thank you.
Okay. So I think shall we move ahead? And we have already crossed the time. So I will request Mr. Brahmadattan to kindly give the vote of thanks for today's session.
A very good evening to all. It gives me an immense pleasure to deliver the vote of thanks to all the dignitaries present here. On behalf of organized team, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Professor Jamal Bassan from State University of New York for inaugurating this event, as well as for being the main speaker for the event. We are grateful to Professor M.S. Shivakumar and Professor S. Ramakrishnan from Applied Mechanics Department, IIT Madras, for the support and guidance provided by them at all times. I would like to thank Professor Puneet Mahajan, President of ISAM, and Professor Ashutosh Upadhyay, Joint Secretary of ISAM, for their valuable contribution to this event. My heartfelt thanks to all the speakers who will be delivering lectures in the upcoming days. I would like to thank Professor C. Lakshman Rao, sir, from the Department of Applied Mechanics, IIT Madras, for coordinating this workshop and giving us an opportunity to participate in the same. Then Ashish Pandey, Naushad Bijewal, and other student coordinators of this event who has been working for making this event a success. Thanks to all. I would like to thank all the HODs and professors from various departments present here for attending this inaugural function. I would like to thank all the participants who are a mixture of faculty and industrialist scholars from various sectors present here and who has shown keen interest in attending this workshop. Once again, I thank one and all present here for making the inaugural ceremony successful. let's keep up our enthusiasm and excitement on upcoming sessions as well. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Brahma. Now we will have a small break of half an hour, and then in the next session we will be having a lecture by Professor C. Lakshmana Rao on the title of Broad Overview of Issues in Modeling of Materials. So we will be keeping this link open. You can have a tea break or a brunch break now, and we'll meet after half an hour. Thank you. Thank you all for attending. Thank you.